Hello again, everyone. Well, yesterday I was thinking butterflies, and today I'm thinking more butterflies. These are Alexandra Renke butterflies. I have a new sentiment as well from Alexandra Renke, best wishes. So I thought I would have a go with all of these, but in monochrome, just one colour, and that's going to be pumice stone. I think this is a fabulous colour. Why I would think that, I don't know, but I find it calming. I find it peaceful. Anyway, what I had a fancy for doing today was a little like yesterday, where I had a plain back set of wings for a butterfly and a contrasting top. Today I thought I would use vellum as my top layer, and as yesterday I would just have a plain piece of card coloured with ink underneath. For the vellum, I thought it might be quite nice if I had stamped the vellum. And so I got a piece and stamped it with this, and I did it in advance because Distress Oxide ink takes ages to dry, and I wanted to be able to kind of start and keep going. But can you see that is just so subtle? So I intend cutting my top layer butterflies from this. I've got a scrap of card here which I thought I would colour with this Distress Oxide to cut out the bottom layers. I have got one somewhere that I did. Here it is. That has been coloured with Distress Oxide, and this is just the top layer but with nothing stamped on it. And I thought that the whoopsie-daisy, the stamped version would just add a little bit of interest. So let's just kind of go and see what we do. First thing I'm going to do is to ink this piece of card, and I have to decide whether I use this side, which is the linen finish side, or this side, which is smooth. And today I think I'm going to use the wrong side of the card, which is the smooth side. So I've got myself keep it in this. It's a tool caddy. I'm hoping I can remember to put my pokey tool in there every time, because, you know, it's forever rolling across my work. So I've had that for ages and, you know, intended to keep my desk tidy, but didn't quite get round to it. So look at this lovely colour. And can you see there, it looks grey, but here it is decidedly beigey. It's got the brown tint to it. So I'm just going to do enough. I've got one butterfly there, so for another two, I thought I'd try and get three, whoopsie-daisy, on this front panel. That should be enough for two, I would think. That's a back one, and this is a back one. Not quite, I'll do a little bit more. I've just re-inked this, actually. I bought some re-inkers for my Distress Oxides, for the colours that I use most frequently. Right, that should be plenty of room. Now, as before, if I want to die cut this straight away, some of this ink will go onto the top plate and onto the dies. But what I can do is just put a piece of copy paper over the top, which will protect my top plate from being coloured. Here's just a piece of copy paper. I'm going to pop it over the top and cut out my two extra lower level butterfly wings. Oh, not much colours come off, that's great. Certain colours are obviously more prevalent than others. Right, pop those back onto that little magnetic sheet. Now, the next thing to do is to die cut. I need three from this because I want to have three butterflies on. There's my three. What am I doing? I've done that wrong. That's the top layer. That's a top layer. Let's just think, Christine, what you're doing. I need this one. That one is a bottom layer. 1, 2, and this one. I'll have to ink a bit more. There are my 3 butterflies, lower level. I think I'll just do a bit more on that one. There we go. Right. Now to cut, I need 3 top layers. So I'll have to do it in 2 stages. And I think if I have the butterflies at an angle, I like the writing to be straight. So I'll orient it kind of like this. So 1 there and 1 there, and then I can do another one somewhere else afterwards. Right. Let's see what the effect of this is. There's a small one. Oh, it's quite pretty. Look at that. This is really quite pretty. Now I want one going the other way, so here's mine. Let's have this one going there. There we are. Now, I don't know if you can see this, but my magic mat has got quite deep indentations where those dies were cut. But all I did was to use my heat tool and those gradually just lift out. So you don't want that transferring to another die cut. So just use your heat tool if you've got one of these mats and just even out, and that will lift up a bit. Right, so that's that done. Here's my card panel, and I'll tell you what I've kind of got in my mind. I have cut out the sentiment, best wishes. I've got 2 layers of each, if I can get them disentangled. There we go. And I thought I would try and do, they're having fun, these lot, aren't they? Wishes, I had a fancy for going down here. Best, somewhere kind of like that. And 1 butterfly in the bottom part and a couple, which is the way of that? That's that way. Kind of like this. I'm going to have to cut out their bodies, and I thought I would have those, the deep cut. I may even use it direct to the pad, which will make it a bit darker still. But I thought it looked a little bit bland behind, so I thought I would use this stamp as well, just to put a bit of interest behind this set of butterflies. Okay, here's my panel. This is a 5x7 card. So I've taped my carrier sheet top to it so I don't kind of lose it. And so when I want to stamp with this, and I usually stamp with this in my fingers, I don't think I've actually put it into a stamping platform or put it onto a block or even on my desk. Anyway, let's just put a little bit of this on. So a little bit in the top corner, maybe. About there. Right. And maybe I don't think I want it behind there. I'll just put some in the bottom corner, and then that might do. There we are. Let's just see what this kind of looks like. Oh, that's a plain one. Perhaps the best can go somewhere else. Have the wishes here. I like wishes there. I don't know which way. Going up, maybe. Yeah, the best can go there, perhaps. I'm not sure that I like the big best. I might have... There is a small best in the set. Here it is. How about if I had a small best? I think that might be best. Oh dear. Let me just cut a couple of these out. Oh, it is. Yes, I think I'll just have one. I don't want to put them both the same way because people will think the card opens the other way, and I want it to open this way. So I'll cut another one of these bests so I can stick them together. Best wishes. Now, I need the feelers, the bodies, whatever. So let me just see if I can do some direct. I want it a slightly darker colour. If I do it direct, it should be darker. I think it's not much darker, is it? Well, I'll dry that off. I'm having a thought. These are not very bright at the minute. If I can put some Nouveau glitter gloss on these, and I've missed a bit at the end of that one. But I'm wondering about these. If I try and put glitter gloss onto these, I may smudge this printing because that is also in Distress Oxide, which is reactive in water. The glitter gloss pen is water-based. I'm just wondering if I were to put some glitter gloss on the back of these, whether it would show through. And there's one way to find out. Let me just do it. Does this show? Not in the slightest. It's been dry for a while. I'm just going to see what happens. It hasn't smudged it, actually. So we might be all right. No, it hasn't smudged it. That's good. Right, I'll do the tops, the fronts of these. Right. It seems now that, I wonder if this will be flatter if I do it on the back as well. Let's just try it. There we go. Which is the one I haven't, oh, I've done them all. Right, now I'm going to do a little bit of assembly. I'm going to stack the two best and wishes, and we'll start to get them stuck on. I'll be back when these are stuck together. Well, I've stuck the two layers of the best and the wishes together, but I'm just debating to myself now whether I want to actually make those twinkle as well, and I'm going to. I've been umming and ahhing and just couldn't decide, so I'm going to do it. So just put a bit of glitter gloss. This is Nouveau glitter gloss over the sentiment. Just, it's a little tiny bit of twinkle and shine. Very like Wink of Stella, but I kind of prefer it. There we go. It's done. Done. So I've just got to complete sticking this butterfly together and stick on the best wishes. What I did for these is just a tiny bit of glue in the middle and stick the top layer of wings on, and then another one to stick the body on. And I think I may just add a couple of tiny pearls to the body, maybe, and to the feelers as well. So those are going to go kind of like that. That's going to go there, and let's stick the best wishes on. The way I glued these together was just like this. In fact, it's just a tiny trail. You can hardly see it, but it's sufficient of this glue to attach it. So let's just carry on and finish this. It's just a tiny trail that comes out. There we go. I didn't know which way to do it. I'll do it this way. There we go. I had been wondering whether I would add some splats to the background, and I was thinking I would, and then I forgot, and I stuck these on. So there's our card for today. I will stick that when those have set. I will stick them. Well, actually, we'll put just some little pearls on. Can't resist it. These are about 1 millimetre. They're absolutely tiny. So we have another card, all in monochrome, with butterflies from Alexandra Renke. So thanks for joining me, and do come again and see me very soon.